Here in verse 6, he says, therefore we are always confident. That word there is bold. And he uses again in verse 8. Knowing that, whilst we are at home in the body, we are absent from the Lord. For we walk by faith and not by sight. We are confident, I say, and willing rather to be absent from the body and to be present with the Lord. The boldness to endure the afflictions and the opposition that Paul faced. In fact, he boasted about those afflictions. We see in chapter 11, in verse 24, he talks about how of the Jews 5 times he received 40 stripes save one. And quick math tells me that's 39, 5 times. Twice he was beaten with rods. Once I was stoned. Thrice I suffered shipwreck. A night and a day I've been in the deep. In journeyings often, in peril's waters. And he goes on to enumerate several other things that he had faced as a result of becoming an apostle of Jesus Christ. But he finishes with this thought in verse 28. Besides those things that are without, besides everything I just described, that which cometh upon me daily, the one thing that consumes my mind daily is the care for all the churches. The one thing that Paul was most concerned with, despite all the significant loss. If you remember, Paul was a Pharisee of Pharisees, like he says, meaning that he was advanced in his career. He had rights to the inheritance that every Pharisee has and every Jew had who is at that position of power. But he gave it all for what? To follow Jesus Christ. And he counted it all as what? Help me out here, church. As loss, as dung.